On this episode of It's Me or the Dog, there's mayhem at Heidi and Bridget's house.
Oh, that goes right through my ear.
With their trio of outrageously pampered pups.
Oh, it gets worse.
Heidi's over-the-top mothering.
I love them like I birthed them.
They are not your children. They are your dogs.
You know, dance pretty, dance pretty. There we go. My name is Heidi, and I live here with my sister Bridget and my 3 dogs, Tilly, Jillian, and Pumpkin. I love them so much. It's kind of like they are my children, and I did give birth to them.
I think Heidi's allowed the dogs to take over her life. Heidi has many things for the dog. She has a closet full of clothes. She has a stroller.
Let's go, girls.
Heidi is devoting less of her time to the outside world and more of her time to the dogs.
How do you see your relationship with the dogs?
I kind of think of myself as the mother.
Yeah.
Yes, of course you do. You correct people if they don't refer to you as their mommy.
Let's go see Grandma. Come on, let's go see Grandma. Okay, let's go.
I don't know whether I'm here for children or for dogs. So tell me about your relationship with Tilly then.
She puts a smile on anybody's face that she meets, and so, you know, wanted to be a part of a therapy organization with her. I thought Tilly would make a really good therapy dog because who doesn't like a little white fluffy Maltese giving you that smile and helping bring a little joy? You know, we did have a test, and essentially we failed, and it was devastating.
Really?
It really was. It was overwhelming. Like I started sobbing.
Right from the start, I can see what's up here. That Heidi has a lot of emotions invested in her dogs.
Later in the day, Heidi's mom, Barbara, stops by to share her perspective on the situation.
Tell me what you think of Heidi's relationship with the dogs.
I think it's a little bit intense. She's actually said that she feels like she's given birth to them, and that was a little bit disturbing.
I don't feel like I gave birth to them. I love them like they were my own children, like I birthed them.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
To demonstrate how far Heidi has gone with her obsession, Barbara brings Victoria upstairs.
Here's the closet. We have every kind of outfit you can imagine. Look at this. A sundress. We have like a Christmas dress.
I see a lot of people that anthropomorphize their dogs, meaning treating their dogs like their children. But dresses and pretty little sweaters and Santa outfits. Oh.
Pumpkin, you want to put your sweater on?
I worry about Heidi because she doesn't have a social life. I really feel at a young age, a person should be out there doing things.
Mom's actually pretty worried about Heidi. It's really clear that Heidi needs these dogs to love her. These dogs are fulfilling some emotional void in her life. Tilly's therapy work.
Yes.
Have you ever seen a therapy dog working?
No, in person I've not seen what a therapy dog does.
All right. I think that when you're going through all the tests and everything, that's one thing, and of course she failed miserably. You can't jump up on a child that has IVs coming from their arms.
That's a really good point.
Or an old person that has very thin skin. I think it's really important that when you have dogs that you don't baby them so much. And they are not your children. They are your dogs. Because when you start treating dogs like children, you take away the essence that is dog. And you actually make dogs more anxious. Bridget, why do you think Heidi is doing what she's doing with the dogs? Why?
I think she's projecting her own issues onto the dogs.
I think it's just my motherly instinct. I guess I think it's just how I behave, and it's just, I guess, feeling needed. I like to feel needed by them, I guess.
I don't feel like you're looking after you very well. I feel like there's a bit of a sadness there. You've got to put yourself first sometimes, in some situations, in some scenarios, and they will be fine. Heidi is interested in Tilly becoming a therapy dog, but I don't know if she really knows what that entails.
There you go, sweetheart. There you go.
So having these dogs here makes you feel good?
Yeah, it's relaxing.
You can see she's very calm.
She's very calm.
Yeah.
If this was her dog right at the moment, it would be up like this. It would be up like that. Yeah. So you need to have a dog that likes being touched. Tilly is a million miles away from being a therapy dog like Daisy.
Maybe 500,000. I never really thought about the little things that Tilly does, like the jumping up or the licking. It was really put into perspective how vitally important it is to have a well-behaved dog.
Now that Heidi has an idea of the long road ahead, Victoria brings her to a nearby park to begin working with Tilly.
Now, the cones I've set out here, there's a reason for that. One of the most essential things that a therapy dog needs to do is to walk really well, close to the owner on a loose leash. Just going to walk up and down here and see if I can get her walking close to me.
When Victoria told me that we were gonna do the loose leash training with Tilly, I was super worried because Tilly has never been one to walk by my side.
Up, let's go. Whenever she pulls you in one direction, you go off in the other direction with a let's go. Good. Let's go. Close. I want you to be unpredictable. Good girl.
Now it's Heidi's turn.
Should I turn?
Turn. She's
Okay.
pulling away from you. Just pull her away. Go on. Don't let her stand there and go.
Okay. The toughest part about the loose leash walk is that I don't seem to have any control over Tilly. It's hard to get her to look my way or pay attention to me.
No, as soon as she pulls away from you, no BS. Turn around. Off you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I want you to take a bit more direction.
Tilly. Good girl. Close.
Nice.
Close.
Very good.
Good girl, Till. Come on.
Nice.
Close. Good girl.
Very good.
Yeah.
Now let's make it a little bit difficult.
Close.
Victoria has her navigate Tilly through a set of cones.
Tilly. Good girl. Okay.
Very good.
Tilly. Sit. Good girl.
Though Tilly's loose leash walking is impressive, Victoria is still concerned about her inability to interact with strangers. So she sets up a test at a nearby community center.
If Heidi really wants Tilly to become a therapy dog, she has to give Tilly a broad range of experiences to various people and to children, to a person in a wheelchair, to a person with a walker, because those are all of the things that she's going to encounter when she does hospital visits. Hey! Hi, what's that? Oh, ho, ho. Hi. When I took Tilly over to the children, she was interested. She said hello, but she was much more interested in discovering what was on the floor. A therapy dog has really got to connect with people and want to connect with people, but Tilly's much more interested in everything else except the people. You can't have her going round a hospital environment like this.
Is there not a certain amount of, she has to get familiar with it and be comfortable with the environment?
Of course, when you go into a hospital, they have to be comfortable with that environment right away.
The whole process of what a therapy dog does and what it entails is kind of what I expected, but all the work behind it that I didn't really think was involved is so much more than I thought.
Later on, Heidi works on loose leash walking in the hopes of preparing Tilly for another attempt at her therapy dog test.
Good girl, Tilly. The biggest thing that I'm worried about Victoria seeing when she comes back is Tilly's loose leash walking.
But Tilly's attention is everywhere except on Heidi.
Heidi, Tilly's all over the place. You need to keep calm and keep her focused.
Till. I think Tilly's done an amazing job with the loose leash training. I'm really pleased with her progress.
By the looks of things, Tilly's nowhere near ready to take the therapy test again.
Despite Tilly's underwhelming improvement, Heidi is relentlessly pushing forward, bringing Tilly to her friend's house to work on socialization.
All right. The biggest hurdle for Tilly to overcome is just being comfortable in new places with new people.
Once again, Tilly's attention is all over.
Tilly.
Tilly's such a good girl.
Tilly. I know. Till. Just sit down.
And she has to be held to stay on the sofa.
Heidi, what are you doing? Tilly's clearly uncomfortable in your friend's lap.
Thank you.
No problem. Oh.
Good girl, Till.
Aww.
There's a little bit of room for improvement, but really at the end of the day, I think she did a great job. The next time the testing comes up for the therapy dog, I really think Tilly's gonna pass.
First you lose your patience, and now you're literally forcing Tilly to be in your friend's lap. I know you want Tilly to be a therapy dog, but you're going about this the wrong way. I'm going to come back and have a chat.
Victoria brings Tilly and Heidi to a neutral location so she can work on improving Tilly's focus.
The real thing that's hampering this whole therapy dog process is the fact that she doesn't have great focus on you. You've spent many, many years loving her and pampering her, but she's never really listened to you when you've asked her to do something?
No, she hasn't.
She ignores you?
She does.
Okay. How are you going to get her to focus on you? I wanted to do an exercise where Heidi was just to stand there and wait for Tilly to look at her. When Tilly did look at her, Tilly got a reward.
Good girl, Till. Good
Very
girl.
good. Nice.
Good girl, Till.
Good, lovely.
Good girl, Tilly. Good girl.
Instead of asking a dog for attention, you wait until the dog gives you attention. So the dog works out, if I give her attention, something good happens to me.
With Heidi holding Pumpkin's focus, Victoria has her take it a step further.
Good, now let's do some loose leash walking up and down with her close to you.
Okay.
Her focused on you, okay?
Good girl, Till. Good girl.
That's good loose leash walking.
Come on. Excellent, Till.
From that time on, Tilly was walking up and down with Heidi, always focusing on her, walking right by her side, giving Heidi focus. The breakthrough had been made. Everything that I've seen with Tilly, I think she could make a good therapy dog.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah, keep working at it. When I first came here and I saw these indulged, neurotic dogs and a person who really was just living in this cocoon, now you've changed. Now you've seen them in a different light. You know a different way to handle them.
It's more of a two-way street now. Before it was a one-way street, but now it's a two-way street. I go out a lot more without the dogs now. If Bridget's here, that's great. If she's not, I'm comfortable leaving them too, because I know that, that just makes it more rewarding when I get home. Okay. Sit down, Till. With the socialization aspect of things, Tilly and I have been working on going to new places, meeting new people, and every time that she does, she makes more progress. You can see she's really comfortable in your lap, so that's a good sign. The next therapy dog test for Tilly is in a couple of weeks, and I'm super excited. I'm really confident that the progress we've made is going to take her really, really far, and that I'm confident she's going to ace the test. Oh, so comfy.